Maksud Kruse, Executive Director from Hedayah, hoping for some specific concrete examples of his work. Thank you.
Excellencies, colleagues and friends, first of all, may I thank our kind hosts, the United Nations and the Government of Switzerland, for making this very constructive event possible. I'm humbled to be part of a large and distinguished event with such esteemed colleagues. The choice of topic for this panel reflects the fact that this issue is rightly at the heart of the United Nations Plan of Action for preventing violent extremism. It is also at the heart of our work at Hedayah, the International Center of Excellence for Countering Violent Extremism, where we are entering the second year of our expanding global program on the development of national CVE strategies. Allow me to further elaborate by saying that what I will share with you are good practices, not best practices, as I'm deeply convinced that the best is yet to come. And to be realistic and frank, we're still in need of systematic approaches to further understand the complexity of the phenomena of violent extremism, prior to developing effective, tested, and proven interventions, which once tested and proven can emerge as a good practice that is both valid and reliable. We at Hedayah have developed a set of good practices over the last 3 years since our anticipation in December 2012 in Abu Dhabi, that I would like to share with you in spirit of the ethos of the conference on the way forward. I would like to specifically draw your attention to the Hedayah publication on the guidelines and good practices for developing national CVE strategies that was produced in partnership with a number of our most valued partners. I will approach this overview by highlighting the key methodologies that led to the development of our good practices, which is central to any policy maker or practitioner. First, the expert policy axiom. This refers to the critical relationship between what the experts on the ground are practicing and what the policy makers are developing in an attempt to construct comprehensive national strategies. It is fundamentally crucial to realize that we need and empirically build policies that are based on evidence from the field. For example, Hedayah, in collaboration with the Global Counterterrorism Forum, developed the Abu Dhabi Memorandum on good practices on education and CVE that was endorsed by all 29 countries and the EU members of the GCTF in September 2014 in New York. The document is the direct result of a series of expert-driven activities such as the Hedayah Education and CVE Week that took place in June 2014, expert-level meetings, training courses, and several workshops on the topic. Last September in 2015, Hedayah presented the action plan for the implementation of the Abu Dhabi Memorandum and a demonstration of the expert policy axiom. Second, knowledge and capacity building programs. It is critical to the efforts of preventing and countering violent extremism to build knowledge and capacity of the different actors on the ground who are dealing directly with the threat and the challenges associated with the threat reduction. This effort needs to be systematic and thorough, as there is no substitute to having this form of a direct and practical interventions. This central priority, the building of local capacity to develop effective evidence-based responses, is especially evident in our global STRIVE program, which is generously supported by the European Union. This program will be working with local partners on up to 40 targeted interventions in priority regions. These will range from counter-narrative projects through to customized interventions that seek to draw vulnerable individuals away from violent extremist groups. We at Hedayah have been providing a train-the-trainer models and building training curriculum in collaboration with a variety of key strategic partners such as the United States Institute of Peace, the Global Center on Cooperative Security, and the International Institute on Justice and Rule of Law, on a variety of topics such as, but not limited to, building national strategies, community policing, communications and social media, foreign terrorist fighters, and imams training. In this last month alone, we have had team members on the ground in Indonesia, Jordan, Kazakhstan, Kenya, Kosovo, and Tunisia, all working with skilled individuals collaborating with partnering organizations, and cooperating with governmental actors. Third, solution-focused conventions. We have learned that the effectiveness of prevention and countering violent extremism can only be achieved by building national strategies that is long-term, inclusive, and holistic. We have also learned that we need to shift our thinking from focusing on the problem towards focusing on solutions by providing the platform for generating ideas that can provide creative, innovative, and authentic interventions. For example, we have organized 2 pioneering initiatives. The first ever CVE Global Expo in December 2014, which was based on demonstrating the convening power of bringing together several sectors: policymakers, CVE experts, and practitioners, and communications and social media specialists. We have performed the CVE Hackathon, which is an exercise of gathering CVE and communications experts together to generate a solution-focused prototypes on how can we counter the Daesh online messaging. This year we will organize the second CVE Global Expo that will also take place in Abu Dhabi. The second is the International CVE Research Conference, that is a thought-leading platform exclusively aiming at showcasing and exchanging an evidence-based research findings that focuses on themes and regions, which we have organized for the last 2 years in Abu Dhabi and will organize the third one also in 2016. The final and most crucial good practice is prevention and CVE advocacy as a rigor, sophisticated, and realistic approach towards the reduction of violent extremism threats and challenges. This approach allows us to serve you all as the premier international hub for the understanding and advancement of preventing and countering violent extremism, not as a soft option, but as a strategic imperative. Thank you.